Dan Jordan.
And I'm Scott Kirkland, and we are the Crystal Method backstage at the Gorge Identity Fest 2011. What's up?
Identity's been amazing. This is one of the definitely the best ones on the tour. There's been some really amazing shows. You know, just recently, San Francisco and San Diego's just been incredible. And you know, it's a real ambitious tour. It's a lot of all electronic acts. A lot of them basically every day. You know, we're hitting places all over the country that don't normally have festivals like this. So I think it's laying down really good groundwork for the future, and it's incredible production. So it's really been good.
There have been a few. Boston was pretty warm. We played at 4 o'clock in the afternoon there. Atlanta was hot. Dallas was hot. Tampa Bay was. Thankfully, we went inside in Tampa. That was hot.
Atlanta, Tampa, Houston, Dallas was like
and Albuquerque. We played later on that night, so they've all been a lot of fun.
Well, it started out as part of this. It was this project with Pioneer and VH1, Save the Music Foundation. So it was called the Pioneer Art Mix Tour, and so different artists like us and Steve Aoki and a couple of like regular street artists took the CDJ 2000, and we were just asked to turn it into a piece of art. So we came up with our design based on the fact that it's like an instrument test. So it had a double bass neck guitar. We put a MIDI keyboard on it that was sort of a remnant, or it was a remnant from one of our past tours. It was a broken MIDI keyboard from one of our old live tours. And we put our album art on it. We wrapped it with our album art, and then so these art pieces all toured the country, and then they went on auction afterwards. And so Pioneer liked ours so much, they're like, "Hey, can you make a working version of this?" And we're like, "Well, yeah."
Well, the CDJ worked before. But our friend Stephen McSwain, who fabricated everything and was the one that really kind of pulled all of our crazy ideas together, because he's such a really talented guitar maker. He suggested that we put a pickup in the bass. To really, because it's not it's just basically strings on wood, but he doesn't have any. None of the attention of the work was put towards making a bass. It was making an art piece. So he put a really hot pickup on it, and we're gonna change that out when we get back. M Audio, really great people. Our friends at M Audio sent us a keyboard that's a USB keyboard, one of their new keyboards, mini keys that just came out. So you can play the bass, and you can use the keyboard to control MIDI, on your iPad, and the CDJ works. So Stephen had a great idea of putting some locking bass, make it where we can put a strap on it, and then we were like, okay, let's try it out. So I wore it out at some show. We got an extra long cable line for it. So and it's just been kind of a lot of fun to take that out of the take another. This tour has been taking the music from clubs and the night culture, nightclub culture today, and so we thought it was really cool that we could take the CDJ from behind the decks and kind of take it out.
We're still always working on our next album, and but we've always had music and film and TV and video games, and so just really recently we've been working on a couple of films. We scored a couple of scenes in the new film Real Steel, which is coming out next month, and that was a lot of fun. And it's also going to be there's also one of the songs we had Yellow Wolf do some vocals over. That's on Eminem's label, and it came out really cool. It's called Put 'Em Up, is it? And so that was exciting, and we've been working on this film called Regeneration, where 5 electronic artists work with legends of different genres. And so we got R&B and soul, and got to work with Martha Reeves from the Vandellas.
I'm sure.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's awesome.
So it kind of gives it a Death Star kind of vibe.
I like that. It's awesome.